Dennis, Vanessa, the Doghouse. Get some, motherfuckers.
Welcome to the show, Doghouse. Got a special guest, Derek Ludeke, on the show. What's up, man?
Doing well. Nice. Thank you for having me, buddy.
Good seeing you.
Thank you very much. No, this place is awesome. Looks very cool.
Dude, it's
I like the studio. It's awesome.
I appreciate you coming in. It means a lot. Takes guts to do this, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
I can't get many people on this show, bro.
I'm good, dude. I'm with you till the end.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Gotcha.
Because there's a lot of people who know us, right? We're in Houston. Our Savior is where we met, sixth grade.
Sixth grade.
Talk about a little bit about that transition.
How many years ago is that?
30-something.
Yeah.
From black to OSL.
From a failure at black to our Savior to the OSL. It was amazing jump. I remember getting there and being super weirded out because everybody had been there since kindergarten, right? Mostly.
Yeah.
There were a few new kids. But yeah, it was cool. I showed up with my flat top mullet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Then you
awesome.
went like more skater. You grew your hair out,
then
dude.
like
all the chicks were digging on you.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah. I remember, but I do know this is a funny thing though. I remember so sixth grade, Miss Richter, right? We get there. I don't know anybody, weirded out. But probably the third day of school, two other people had my haircut.
Oh shit!
Had the flat top.
Who?
Yeah, Tim Lee had it.
Oh yeah, Tim Lee. Shout out to Tim.
Shout out to Tim. And then let's see, Robert. Who's Robert?
Well, I grew that fucking stupid stuff out too, man. Looking like a fucking fool, man. I got pictures of going back on that shit. I'm like, oh god, dude.
You had some amazing haircuts throughout your time.
Like a leather jacket and shit.
Yeah, we were kicking holes in walls.
Dude, well, because like I wore glasses my whole fucking life, dude, and fucking finally hit contacts about seventh grade. And, like the whole world kind of fucking opened up for me.
Doug Reed showed up at the same time, you know.
Oh, dude, we gotta get Doug on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was cool. I see Pastor White almost weekly at Kroger. He's wandering around.
Yeah, Pastor was in Parents' old neighborhood.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, they're still there. We go to our little one goes to Durham, and so we drop him off every day. And every time I drop him off, it's the street over from Pastor White's, but I always want to drive down his road and, and kind of honk or see,
I don't know if we egged his house back in the day or did toilet paper.
I'm sure it was wrapped. I'm sure we wrapped it. Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. We love you, Pastor
I still
White.
believe in God. I may not go to church every Sunday, but I have faith, sir.
We love you. Every time I see him, I said, yeah, I still talk to Dennis all the time, Heath, and then, I don't know if I'm assuming he remembers. He always says, Mr. Ludeke. I have to tell him first. Oh, Mr. Ludeke. But I see him all the time.
I remember busting my teeth at Adam White's. They had like a little half pipe, dude, trying to fucking skate.
The little quarter pipe they had.
Yeah, whatever. Ate the fucking concrete. And my teeth are going to be like all brown all around, except the two front ones that are white.
Beautiful, dude.
I'm so messed up, dude.
It's funny is I always look for I was looking for their house when we first started taking Chase to school there. And the only way I remember it is there was a patch of grass that we used to ollie all the time, and that patch wasn't there. And I was like, "What the fuck? It's got to be it's got to be this street, And it was the next street over when I drove by. I was like, "There's a patch of grass."
Yeah.
It's because they all look the same, really, in Shepherd Park. Not all of them, but
Yeah. So we did Our Savior, and then I went to Lutheran.
Yeah.
Did freshman and sophomore there.
I lost you for a few years.
Yeah, you lost
me.
You came back. Dude, I had to get out, man. My grades weren't good.
That was awesome, though.
But I miss a lot of those people from Lutheran, and I want to reconnect with as many as I can. If you know me or want to reconnect, we'll have an email down below, and it'd be awesome.
Super cool.
If anything, just to reconnect with people, because it's been like 30 years.
Yeah. Like I remember when Heath went and saw Jeremy, man. I'd have loved to go see Jeremy. It'd be cool. You know, I've seen a few people here.
I don't know if we can get Nowak. He's gotten too big. I think he's like a billionaire now or something.
Yeah,
I think he
Like
bought a
fuel
couple of
pumps and shit.
he bought a
Yeah.
couple of gas stations or
yeah.
something. I don't know what
Fuel
he
pumps.
does.
He's kicking it.
Got
yeah.
all jacked up,
Yeah,
roided
yeah.
out, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking veins are gonna slap me in the head and shit.
Do what I say, motherfucker.
Fuck you. Anyway, then went to Waltrip. I couldn't do Lutheran. I didn't make the grades. My parents were paying the money. I'm like, dude, let me just go to Waltrip. Luckily, I had you
That was
there.
awesome. That was awesome for me.
I had
though.
Kyle Smith there.
Yeah. That was when you came to Waltrip. That was super cool because I had one of my best friends back anyway. You know what I mean? It was cool. So, and then Kyle, Dennis. Doug went. Marlena went. You know, all them.
Yeah.
It's cool. Cool. I remember how much of a little prick I was. I remember going to Waltrip. Or next year I was going to go to Waltrip from Our Savior. And I was like, I'm going to make sure everybody hates you. You know, how stupid was I?
Well, I'm still probably called an asshole, so it's all good. I think I call it misunderstood.
Oh, you're definitely an asshole. But that's I love you.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can be friends with girls, right? You have to keep. You're married guys, so you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't even talk to them because it's almost like pointless. You want to be
Why?
cordial and nice, but you can't.
Yeah. Why would we when we have the greatest wives?
Very
in the
true.
world?
I got very lucky, and Kyle reminds me of how lucky I am with Vanessa every goddamn day. It seems every time I see him. Shout out to Kyle. Every time I see Kyle and we hang out with the Smiths. He's like, God, man, you're so lucky, dude. She's so cool and nice, and I do not
How did
know
you do
why
that?
she's with you, dude.
Fuck, a lot of roofies.
And in a way, I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right, but it's another turn to that too, man. But whatever. Anyway.
It's a wonder you got her off the heroin that you had to get her on to date you. You know what I mean?
Dude, I had to ask 2 or 3 times. Vanessa's gonna come on the show. Right now, she's on the producing mic. Shout out to Vanessa.
Yeah.
We send roses.
We love Vanessa.
And she'll be on the next segment because she got pissed off at me because we've had a few guests on and she hadn't been on. So I'm like, all right, you're going to run this motherfucker.
She deserves it. She
All
probably
right.
set up this whole goddamn studio.
I'm going to switch it. So comedy. You go to the comedy clubs. You see some people. Who are some of your favorite comics?
Man, I've got some, I like the Tom Segura's. I've been, who's it?
Dude, Bill Burr for me
Bill Burr. I
is
just
like
watched
one of the
Bill Burr's
great.
special,
Louis C.K. I like
Louis
a lot.
C.K. Yeah. Huge calluses on his right hand, but yeah, I love
he'll
Louis
jerk off
C.K.
in the, fucking right next to you.
Yeah,
So you ain't gonna survive that shit.
I have to
though.
wear safety glasses. every
Yeah,
time I
no
go.
shit. PPE, bro.
Andrew, what's his name, man?
Oh, that one dude with Schultz or
Yeah,
something.
Andy Schultz. Yeah, Andy Schultz.
Yeah, he's a new dude.
You know who I
coming up.
listen to a lot is Theo Vaughn. I love Theo.
Yeah, he did the Road Rules shit, right? That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
MTV back in the day.
Dude, he says the most off the wall shit that you would ever hear ever. Like in the middle of a sentence, he'll come up with the fucking weirdest shit.
Some of the shit.
Now
Yeah.
his last special is kind of goofy and wasn't all that, but he's he's hilarious, dude. He talks about some crazy shit, just off the wall.
Well,
stuff.
yeah, just some of his wording on what he can say and shit, like what, like how
I have a feeling that's why I like him.
I think his stories. His dad was like 70 or
70,
something.
yeah.
When he gave birth to him or something or whatever, or his wife did.
Yeah, he tells some fucking hilarious
Louisiana
stories.
boy, I think.
Yeah, New Orleans, yeah. And then in the hood, and kind of grew up in the hood, It's funny. That's why he's friends with Poirier, because from New Orleans.
Yeah. Poirier, dude. You went to New Orleans recently, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Oh man, we had a blast. So my wife planned it for us for my birthday. Happy birthday, Vanessa! A month late. But yeah, man, she set it up. We stayed on Bourbon Street, which was fun. I mean, it kind of gets, it's a little too much. Like after 2 days of being on Bourbon Street, you don't want to be on Bourbon Street. There's, just crackheads and maniacs and drunk people. But so we did first night we got there, we did the Bourbon Street thing. Went out, Julie had a ball. Like, that was her night. That she
Right.
had fun, you know.
Right.
She was dancing like a maniac. We found a good little club. You know, partied probably till you know, we're old now, so midnight's kind of late for us. But so the next morning we wake up and we have a swamp tour, right? So we get on this bus. No, actually that was the second day. First day we had a haunted pub crawl.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Dude, the haunted
What
pub
do you do?
crawl.
What are you talking about?
So you meet on this corner, you know, at this little section wherever they wanted you to meet them, and we had probably 20 people in the group, and they take you. So here comes your tour guide. Tour guide comes up. He was cool till he started talking about the Astros, and I got all aggravated. And you know, he's a Dodgers fan.
I'm talking shit.
Dodgers fan,
fucker,
dude. So we go, and he immediately starts talking about how, you know, racist and all the slavery and all the. That's kind of why these haunted tours come up and blah blah blah. And so we go to, we start walking down the street, man, and we're not going towards Bourbon, which is great. We're going off to the dark corners of the French Quarter, you know. And so, in fact, those are some of the coolest bars that we went to, you know. So we go, as we're walking, you know, we kind of stop in this little square talking about, you know, what we're going to see, you know, don't, you know, somebody talk shit, don't get no fight, don't argue with the bartenders at the places we're going, blah, blah, blah. And right about that time, I look down and a fucking rat like this big dude runs right behind me.
What are they called? Those rats? Those big rats? Yeah, nutrias?
It's a river rat.
It's
It's a rat.
yeah, aren't you on a river?
It's called a rat, yeah. And so, dude, it runs right behind me. And I was like, oh, there's a fucking rat. And everybody, you know, the girls, you know. And, dude, this thing runs up to this wall, and there's a crack that big in this wall, dude. And this big-ass rat goes
Damn,
right in
dude.
that crack. And we're like, what the hell?
That's like cats and shit.
So
in
it's
those
pretty,
holes.
it's pretty funny. And then, so we hit a couple bars, and each bar they want you to buy a couple drinks, blah blah blah. So we get to the second bar, and he starts talking about he'd just gotten back from St. Louis. He had gone to a Dodgers game, right? And I said, so are you a St. Louis fan or Dodgers? He goes, oh, I'm a Dodgers. And I was like, and I immediately went to
17.
one of my boys that lives in Huntington Beach, and he's really an Angels fan. But I was trying to start up a conversation, blah blah blah. And he's like, I said, yeah, you know, every time we beat the hell out of the Dodgers, I call him, you know. And he goes, who are you? And I said, oh, I'm Astros. He goes, oh, he goes into the fucking cheating thing. Oh, well, y'all cheat every goddamn game, and blah. Dude, he went on and on and on. And finally, I was like, I just walked away. I was like, I'm gonna fucking punch this dude, because he just kept talking shit, because he's a tour guide. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, we can walk right out of this tour guide.
Dude, the shit they give Altuve is fucking ridiculous. Altuve is like the best guy in the whole fucking league.
Yeah.
Best players, but just best fucking signed fans, autographs.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Takes all this shit.
Yeah, and he actually has a heart condition. That's why I had those electrodes on.
I don't even look at that shit. I remember they pulled his shirt off. I didn't see anything, but just a short motherfucker, dude.
I was looking at his wiener.
Just a whole, yeah. I mean, Jesus, dude. But
anyway, so we
shout out to Altuve.
We go through and we go to Jean Lafitte's Blacksmith Bar and all these cool places, man. It was cool. It was real cool. In fact, one of the last bars we went to, you end up kind of on Bourbon Street, and this place is called the Dungeon, right? And like, you can go into the Dungeon, you can go into this one, or you can go into this one. And we're like, we're just gonna go into this one. So we went in there. Grabbed a drink, blah blah blah, and then but later that night we'd read about the Dungeon. The Dungeon is an old rock, like a heavy rock bar, and so you go through this door and you go through all these kind of like catacombs, kind of this real thin little hallway between two buildings. You know what I mean? Dude, you walk in and it's full. I was like, what the fuck, dude? We walk in and the bartender's topless. She's just chilling, and Julie's like, keep moving, keep moving.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, so we just kind of go
Taking pictures and shit.
and we go up to so it's real kind of cramped. And then you go up this kind of spiral staircase, and you get up to the top. It's even heavier music, dude. It's crazy. And so and apparently,
What is that, Gore?
no, hey, they're coming. I was just saying. But so we go up to the second floor, and it's heavier music, but it wasn't like death. You know, I mean, it was kind of some Anthrax and it was some cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
And hung out there. Anyway, that was later that night, but we ended up going there, and it was badass.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a the haunted tour was very cool.
We've been to New Orleans, me and Vanessa, a little bit, and
Yeah, she was telling us all kind of good things to get,
yeah, you can get messed up on New Orleans, and dude, I started drinking, and like they have those walk-up sidewalk bars or whatever on the street.
Yeah.
You know, I'm drinking, and I start drinking, and then like they leave me for like 5 or 10 minutes. I like to reach over and like pour my own shit, dude, and then they come over.
Get
Hey,
your ass
brother.
whooped.
Yeah, dude, you get like arrested for that shit.
Yeah. Did y'all go to Frenchman Street? Frenchman Street.
Where did we
super
go?
cool.
Do you know?
Royal Street and Bourbon Street.
Royal and Bourbon.
Frenchman is like Bourbon, except there's 8 bars instead of 50.
And more
You know what I
calmer
mean?
for older
Dude,
crowd and
way
shit.
more mellow. You know, I was there. We were sitting out front there, and there's a bunch of H-Town cats there wearing, Houston gear, and I had a drink in my hand, and this guy walks up. He's got a whatever the big bottle of Crown is, like a big bottle of Crown.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What up, H-Town?" And he's like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Fills up my drink, and it was already a Crown and Coke, and I was like, it was hard. I did it. I drank it, but it was hard to do, and we had a good time, man. There were still chicks twerking in the middle of the road in front of cars and stuff, you know what I mean? But it wasn't as filthy, I guess,
Yeah.
as Bourbon Street. But we did so they have this little market, and we got suckered. I don't know if we're suckered yet, but we hadn't received it. But
What?
there's this cool retro, old school little travel trailer, right? Looks like the old teardrop kind of travel trailer, panels on the side, all these cool wooden, but whatever they're called, the silver, the old-timey pictures, right? And they're printed on like a silver piece of metal or whatever. It looks like a piece of metal. And they've got all these cool wooden frames, like a birdhouse and whatever. So we're kind of been drinking a little bit, and this chick comes out, and she's like, "Oh my God, I love y'all." I don't remember what we were wearing, what the fuck, but we get into this conversation with her, and then all of a sudden we're in the trailer, and Julie and I are sitting on this couch, and she's like, "Well, here, kiss," and so we're going through this whole fucking photo shoot.
Oh, shit, dude.
And she's like, "No, it's only $60, $60." And we're like, "Cool, these are badass. We'll do it." By the time we left, it was $200. So hopefully it'll show up.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll show up.
God
They
damn.
said 3 to 4 weeks or something. Let's just hope that shit shows up.
Yeah. If it does, I'll put it on the show, dude.
Right. It was a cool picture though. It's like her cracking up, me cracking up. It wasn't all lovey and kind of goofy. But
Let's talk about concerts. We talk about music. You're a big music guy. I'm a big music guy. What have you seen lately? What are you gonna
funny enough, I went to REO Speedwagon and Styx.
Okay.
Last weekend. Not before my time.
This is what the Sugarland?
No. At Cynthia Woods.
Okay.
So cool show. Before my time. That was the 80s. My music journey started like, you and I used to listen to NXS and all that stuff back in 8th, 7th.
I'm still a fan. To me, they're underrated, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree. So we went to the show. It was cool, man. This dude's 70 years old, bro, up there shredding, The guys from Styx, they've been touring for 51 years.
Yeah. That's a crazy dude.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was cool.
Alice in Chains is coming to
Yeah,
New Orleans. I
I
want to
know,
see them, dude.
I know.
Hey, we need to get those tickets.
There's some good ones coming, dude.
It's coming, I think, August or September.
Yeah,
It's
there's
coming,
some,
though.
There's some good ones coming, dude.
We're in August, so we need to get on that. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess I go tomorrow and get them.
Yeah, there's some good ones coming.
Because even without the lead singer guy, I mean, they're still good, dude. Jerry Cantrell and all
Jerry
that.
sang all that, most of it anyway. You know what I mean? Other than Lane was the lead singer, but Jerry backed up everything he did. That's why they both sound exactly the same.
You want to talk about that?
Hey, the Colt is coming too.
Oh, we're going. You want to go?
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
The
dude.
Colt, dude.
713 Music Hall, dude.
Yes, that's a new one.
Yeah.
The old post office.
Yeah.
I saw them back in the day at International Ballroom, and that was the shit, dude. Were you there on that one?
No. I didn't see him until like 2000.
They're fucking badass, too. They're probably underrated, too.
Yeah. I've listened to some of the new stuff. I don't know yet.
You want to talk about Cube?
Oh,
Come
God,
on,
dude.
Tell us your Cube and Scarface.
Cube,
Yeah, we had
Scarface.
Cube.
So, two of my favorites of all time. I was super hyped the whole time for a month. 2 months before the show. My poor wife had to deal with me. She, when we work out, 15 songs are on our playlist or whatever, the working out playlist. So she got to where she loves, Cube too. And so we get these free tickets and they're right off the stage, dude. I mean, he's, so Slim Thug came on, who surprisingly super badass. I never even listened to him.
Yeah, me either.
Until then, but
He's
I
good,
would.
huh?
I hadn't yet, but I will.
Yeah.
But Scarface came on, so we get there, and so my wife's friends with the chefs. Okay, so we get led in the back door. We go to the kitchen. We're standing outside of the kitchen, smoking cigarettes, and we have a bottle of tequila. Us and the chefs are taking tequila shots. Killed the bottle. Went in, walked in the back way. It was super cool. Get ushered to our seats, which is super cool. We kind of stood out in the crowd a little bit, but we get there and man, Slim Thug comes on. He's banging. It was very good. It kind of blew my mind how good he was. Then Mr. Scarface shows up, who has been one of our favorites for our whole lives.
Right,
what I
right.
mean, dude. Every Ghetto Boy song you can think of, dude. He
Yeah.
sang every one. It was so
Dude.
good, so good. And that's about where I forget where my concert ends, because basically woke up the next morning and my wife was super pissed off at me. I overdid it, in hindsight. And she was mad, but I was even madder because I'd been wanting to see Cube for years.
Yeah.
So she loved it.
I'm sure
she
Cube
said
was-
it's
I'm
super
sure
good.
Cube was great,
she
right?
knew it all. She knew it
Yeah.
all, because she'd been listening to it with me,
He
So-
played NWA songs, too?
Dude, I don't know. No, she said he played everything, his solo for sure. I don't know if he played Straight Outta Compton, because she didn't say anything about Straight Outta Compton. But dude, I have a new favorite Cube song, In the Late Night Hour. Holy crap, dude!
Yeah.
So good. Let's just listen to it.
We may have to play that.
Best Cube song ever.
No shit.
Best Cube song
Wow.
ever. Yeah. But yeah. So it was a great show. But
Yeah. Well, good deal.
I should have remembered.
Yeah.
That,
It's all right. How are we on time?
23.
You want to cut? Let's
Talk
go.
about Faith, y'all's time at Faith and More concert.
Oh God, that was the best show.
Faith
ever.
No More.
About to number
This guy, so I'm like one of the biggest Faith No More guys. They're probably my favorite band. I've seen them twice. And I remember, I think in 93, going with Derek to Numbers and seeing
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And they were fucking badass.
Yeah, dude. Little bitty place, man. That was
I think Patton
badass.
peed on the stage
Yeah, I
and
don't know,
shit.
dude.
I mean,
Dude, that was a badass show, though.
I mean, they're incredible. People, they know them, but they don't know them. They
Yeah.
know them from Epic,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they kind of
Yeah,
tuned
they-
out.
Yeah.
But all their shit, dude, Angel Dust, that whole
Yeah.
album's incredible.
Angel Dust, King for Day.
King for Day, album of the year, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah,
real
yeah.
thing before Angel
Yeah.
Dust was the
Yeah.
the shit. And then we,
Soul Invictus.
Soul Invictus.
You know,
then we
I'm-
went back to Soul Invictus
yeah,
together.
Soul Invictus,
and watched
yeah.
them.
Oh, dude. So
They're all in white and the flowers.
that show
and
was
shit.
that was probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to, because I was with y'all too, and we sat there and we sang every fucking song there was, dude.
Oh, they're incredible, dude.
Wasn't that badass? The stage was beautiful with all the flowers, and they came out all in white.
Yeah.
And dude, that was why it was so fun. Is because us three sat there and just fucking sang our faces off,
They're
dude.
fucking
It was all-
gangsters,
every
dude.
damn song, every song.
Shout out to Mike and Patton. He's not, you know.
Yeah, no, I read where he's doing better.
happened?
He's doing better.
Good.
He was dealing with some mental issues. He was stressed out about COVID
and all that
bullshit,
shit, yeah.
and so, but he's playing with somebody right now.
Yeah, because he's with Tomahawk.
Dude,
he's
Tomahawk.
done-
Mr. Bungle, of course,
Bungle,
but Tomahawk,
Tomahawk.
Peeping Tom.
and he does scores for like movies and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I want to say
Yeah.
like Italian stuff.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. There's an Italian musician that he's pushing. He's been pushing for a long time. And he's
Brilliant.
got some new people on Ipecac, whatever. The Bobby Lees or somebody I just saw.
Well, you know, one of our previous shows that we haven't aired, you know, so Faith No More is obviously we have a poster and we're huge fans, and we were trying to talk about them, and it's like you get on the mic and we try to talk about them, but you know we just love their music, and so we try to read into a little bit more like how they started. So
Yeah.
they may have started in San Diego, and it's a different
San Francisco, yeah.
San Francisco, different lead
With the black dude,
singer.
with the lead singer,
that
yeah.
dude. But it was tricky on, you know, you almost run out of words what you can say, you know, the facts of it, but they're just fucking kick-ass. And
Yeah. Yeah, for whatever reason here lately, I read a lot of Mike Patton's shit, you know, like, probably because I'm on his Facebook follower and all that
Right,
stuff,
right.
you know what I mean? So I get all his stuff, but, I mean, they've hands down been one of my top two probably my whole life.
well, I mean, the whole band too.
Yeah.
Like the drummer dude with the dreads
Yeah.
and the homeboy.
Yeah.
And even the new people they've added in have just picked up right off, and they're fucking killer. I'll watch them on YouTube, old concerts and shit.
Yeah.
They're just fucking, they blow you away, bro.
Dude, Pantera, Phil Anselmo's starting up Pantera again with, just not starting them up, but doing a kind of reunion tour with Zach Wilde and the drummer from Anthrax. I think I almost pay anything to go see that, dude. Probably pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't really get into it.
Dude, I was, you know.
I need to, though.
It was, oh, it's such a good, well, I mean, it used to be a good show because Dimebag and
Dimebag.
yeah, and his brother, dude. But anyway, that'd be super cool to go see.
Hold on. All right, I'm hitting commercial. All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.